It's your coach, Carla Nicole. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, every now and then I like to give a little coaching direction when I see certain celebs having some life challenges that maybe I believe that my coaching could help them enormously with some of the things that's going on with them. Here's what's real, okay? Um, a lot of times we often fall in love with celebrities because we love their energy, the fact that they have the amazing talent that they do. And so we oftentimes kind of get, you know, um, I would say we just get very impressed with how they are as people. And I think because there's now so much reality in the different shows that is being portrayed now, we're actually getting to know the real person behind the actress or actor that we've come to love. And because of that, we're starting to see how real their lives and their situations get in all of the madness that they have going on. So I want to tap in this morning about Tia Mowry. I love her. I loved her. She was my favorite when she was doing the game. She was one of my favorites. So I want to talk about this because I'm seeing a lot of people talk about Tia and a little frustrated by what she's got going on. We're also seeing a lot with her ex, Corey Hardrick, and how amazing he is in expressing how, hello, good morning, how amazing he is addressing um, the pain from a divorced man perspective, if you know what I'm saying. So I have a strong love for Tia, and I've always loved her. So I wanted to talk today about what I believe is really going on with her new Playgirl. Let's get it together. Let's be excited about being single and all of this. And I think, listen, I want to put it out here because I'm not someone that is going to tell women not to keep their sexy up, not to be excited about being beautiful as women. Listen, it is okay to have your era. We all have had it. I don't know about all. Some people have not. So let me not say all. Some women have had their playgirl years and things like that. And I get it. Trust me, I've even indulged in my own, shall I say. So I'm not someone that's Miss Prude and going to tell you not to do it and all that. That's not my perspective today. What I want to talk about with my girl Tia, I want her to think about something that's very, very important. Let's just take a look real quick at her um, life really fast. I'm going to move this fast because I don't want to get so caught up in, hey, I'm so glad you guys are here. I don't want to get too, all into the fact that Tia is going through her challenges. I see her as a sister out here struggling with becoming a new divorcee, having some regrets, not, and then kind of excited about singledom. All of that's fine, but I want to take you through something that I don't think we talk about. What we don't talk about is that we have, as women, and I can really put it out here. We as women have two different ages. Okay? Two. So we have a chronological age. For me, I'm 51. And we also have a mature age as well. So while we are in our phase of maturing and growing and learning about self, learning about our purpose, getting more involved with understanding who we are and why we are here on the planet, that's two totally different selves. That's two totally different ages that we have to make sure that we're planning to pay attention to. A lot of times no one has sat us down and said, yes, baby girl, you've been on the planet for 51 solar, cycles. However, you're not really where you need to be as far as your mature age. I want to talk about Tia and her life. If you can remember, she became famous, her and her twin sister, on the show Sister Sister. She was very young at the time. I believe personally, this is all my opinion. However, if she was my client, this is what I would advise to her. She was famous, young. And when you are taught, to act, to be here and there and be obligated in a career, young, you are now in a tunnel vision as to what you need to get done on set, what you need to do, how you wear your hair, where you got to be, all of this. And so your life is on huge acceleration. Your life is moving fast. Okay? Now, for us that didn't have the celebrity, we didn't have the famous, all of the lights and all of the extra at the time when we were young, it's hard for us to really relate to the demands of that at a young age. But she had some heavy demands on her at a very young age. And because of that, there is, unfortunately, from what I can tell based upon what she's got going on right now, there was some arrested development in her maturity. Yes, Tia is grown. She's had children. She was a wife. She's now divorced and all of that. Yes, that's true. However, her maturity, I don't believe, is any older than 9 years of age. I believe that her mature age is only 9 years of age right now. Sadly, because, follow me, sadly, she has been in arrested development because she was in a high demand young to be in a career. And she still had to do career and education and getting this done and getting that done very young. Because of this, it costed her to mature as a woman. So now that we can now come to today, we fast forward. We see that Tia has made a decision to leave her husband, to change her life into this, I want to be a single woman. I'm going to have my different men and I'm going to try this out and try that out and all of that. But unfortunately, Tia is high in self-love deficiency. She hasn't prioritized her self-love at all. If you notice right now, she is in a rat race, meeting this man and meeting that man, and oh my goodness, and oh, I'm not really into him, and he's not really this and that. You are doing a lot, girlfriend. However, you haven't stopped at all to think about, wait a minute, what about me? You severed your marital ties with a man that loved you and your family and all of that to run into and deep dive into this single life. And I get it. Trust me. I know. You didn't get to experience different lovers. You didn't get to experience different men or whatever. I get it. Yes. However, you are still not properly grieving the love that you left. And then you have your girlfriends that are sitting here and excited with you to stay in this single madness. You're in a madness right now. You are not truly in a healthy Playgirl year era right now. You still have a lot of grieving to do. You still have a lot of self-discovery to do. To be honest with you, Tia, if you really want my true coaching opinion, I don't believe you even know your purpose yet. Yes, you are a successful, amazing actress. Absolutely. You got a lot of talent without any denial. I'm talking about beyond amazing. However, I don't believe you know your purpose. I don't believe you know why you're here on the planet. I don't believe you've taken the time to stop and look and really listen to your heartbeat at all. You jumped out of this marriage with Corey and started jumping in different beds with different men and found out you are still not happy. You are still not fulfilled. You are still not fulfilled. You are still feeling the misery and the sadness and the discontent because you don't know your purpose, my love. Until you start to get in pursuit of finding out why you are here on the planet, you can jump in as many beds as you want. You can be with as many men as you want. You can have as much fun being a single woman as you want, but you're not going to be fulfilled. Because if we look at what you're displaying and sharing out here in the media, you're sharing with us all of this going on. Okay, but you're broken inside. You're miserable. See, I'm not a chick that's going to tell you not to have fun and experience what you need to experience to grow. Let me explain something to you. If you would have healthily taken the proper steps to grieving the love affair you left, I think prematurely, but you left this marriage and then you want to jump in to singledom and in this single hurrah that you got going on, and it's out of order, completely out of order. You did not do it in the proper way. You did not truly look at what happened. You did not do a divorce relationship autopsy at all. You didn't look. You didn't look. You're looking now at, oh, I have some regrets. And then your girlfriends are telling you, oh, girl, no. It doesn't matter. You don't got to go back to him. Why are you talking about that to them? They are just as immature. They are not at their mature level either. So you've got people in your camp that cannot help you to get to the next level of maturity. We have to, as women, we have to stop and look at our lives. When we take a major life event and change the dynamic of our family, we have to sit down and we have to do an autopsy on what went wrong properly. Then after we look at that, we have to then go inward and look at what we didn't do. Here, we got to look inside. You didn't do an autopsy, nor did you look inward at all. The reason I can say that is because I'm looking at your show and I'm seeing that there's not any true self-discovery. Your friends don't want to see you in a marriage or in anything because they want you for them. That's out of order. Again, When you are purposeless, Tia, you have not stopped to look at your purpose, to pay attention to your purpose, to look at why you are on the planet. You are going to keep chasing and running towards pleasure. This is why you're doing all of this dating. The dating isn't for self-discovery and in the proper way. You are rushing and running into different men's arms to feel the joy and the euphoria, but it's a drug. It's a drug now. That's what that is. You're getting high off of men. You know why? Here's the kicker. You were married to a man that was in love with you. I'm talking about in love with you. He loved you with makeup or without it. He loved you wholeheartedly. This man was crying for a year over you. A year. And still hurt. Still broken. And wait, it gets better. But is a hell of a man to come out here and tell the world in his masculinity. He is not showing no pimp, no, oh, he's a weak man. No, this man is a grown man, and he's coming out here talking about how hurt he is about this broken situation here. And you're, I'm with this one and that one, and I'm like, no, Tia, it's out of order. It's out of order, baby. I get it. Trust me. We have our cycles, all of us. We all get it wrong sometimes. We do. No judgment on me at all. But if I was your coach, I would tell you, listen, baby girl, you got to stop all this. And you have to now stop and get this autopsy done. Look at it for real. Stop. Stop the Playgirl years. Put the Playgirl bunny ears, take them off, and just let it go, baby girl. It's not looking good for you. I want you to get past it. I want you to look at you and get to more self-love. You haven't done that. You haven't done this. And let me tell you, before you go into, let me do that. No, before you start self-loving, you have to know what self-love is. It's not going to the spa. It's not getting your hair and nails done and getting facials. That's not it, baby girl. That's not it. You have to go inward, inside this body, this soul, and say, look, I have messed up. I've messed up. I need to get back right. I need to get back to where I need to be. I am messing up here. I should have thought about some things. You had a whole husband here that was there. But let me tell you what it is. And I want you to understand this, because I don't think a lot of people understand this. Women have spent too much time listening to the movies. Too much time listening to their girlfriends. Too much time getting excited about what other people say. Too much time comparing their life to her life. Well, she gets to have this, and over there, Drea gets to go on vacation, and her man bought her this. Oh my God, did you see her 3-carat diamond? Oh my God. He always takes her on dates, and she gets to go on vacation, and girl, nobody's going to tell you about when they got to go and, I got to pick the babies up at 3. They get out of school. Know why? Because that's not so exciting. That's not exciting for somebody to talk about. We got to go pick the kids up. He's got to make sure we do the doctor's appointments. Nobody talks about that, but that's what love is. Monotony. You want monogamy, but you don't know monogamy is monotonous. It isn't all about, we're going to do this and go here and be this and be that. And No, real love is monotonous. It's basic. It's simple. It's not all this hoopling and hollering and, oh, we're making all this love every day. That is not realistic, especially if you have kids. Now, maybe you might be able to get that in when you don't have children. Now, that you can do. However, if it's just the you and him, then you can do that. However, on average, our love that we wanted so bad is monotonous. It's boring as hell. Ain't no fun. Ain't no fun to it. And I think, let me tell you, I think Tia got bored and was like, started comparing it. Don't we? Don't we, ladies? Let's not lie. Ladies, we go and watch our girls. We watch these shows. We watch the podcasts, and we think, yeah, I ain't getting that either. Yeah, see, Sarah gets to do this, and they go on vacation, and they get these cruises, and they get to do this and get to do that. And did you see her man bought her a whole Land Cruiser and all this stuff? And 9 times out of 10, we're talking about the possessions and the frills and the excitements and the stars. But nobody talks about he has to pick the kids up. Nobody talks about, well, we're in here working with our accountant to plan for our departure, our leaving of the planet. We got to go get our estate planned. Nobody talks about that. That's not sexy and fun. We aren't doing posts about that. But boy, when Tia said, "Ooh, I'm gonna have me some. Ooh, I'm gonna have this one and that one. I'm gonna have me this man and that man," everybody's watching. Woo! And now she's on the like, I regret it. Why, Tia? Because you did not do an autopsy. You did not do autopsy. You did not stop and listen and check for your love of your life, which is you. Now you call yourself going on speed dating or whatever you're doing. Speed dating, this date, this date, this date, this date, and you're not even moved by any of it. Know why? Because you haven't done more self-love. Let me tell you something, and I'm out of here. If you don't start loving yourself, for real, I mean truly loving you, you are going to find nothing. You're going to find emptiness. You're going to find sadness. You're going to find disappointment on a continuum. Because if you don't start doing these self-love acts, and I have a whole 9 of them. I'm still working on a new one right now. I have 9 self-love acts that I teach my clients to do. 9 of them. And I don't play. I make sure they sit down and they get serious and busy on loving self. Because when we're not self-love sufficient with self, with this, with me, I can't love him. I can't love my babies. I can't love my family to the highest of my ability if I'm half-assed loving me. Tia, my love, please, by all means, start loving yourself. Stop all the speed dating. Stop all the Playgirl. Take the Playgirl bunny ears off, put them down, and get to you. Come find me. Hey, coaching matters. That's the name of this channel. Coaching matters, and it does. I have to have it. I have to be coached. I have to sit down and be like, man, I'm in a mess. I can't coach anyone if I'm not being coached. Yes, I have one. I don't play about me either. I can't love my clients if I don't love me properly. What good am I? What good am I if I'm not focusing on loving myself? I have to do this. by law in my home. I have to sit down and love on me. And here's a bonus too. Not only that, I have to make sure that when I'm loving someone, it takes time to learn them. It takes time to understand them. And the challenge I believe that she had with Corey is that she was young when they were together. They were growing and learning at the same time. However, like I said earlier, I think that her mature age is stuck at 9 years of age. She's stuck. Her maturity is arrested because of her young career, her being young and successful, her being young with a ton of money, her being young with all this responsibility. She didn't have a chance to really properly evolve in her development of her soul purpose, of her self-love. She did not have the time, the energy, the headspace. And here's another thing. Why do you think she's estranged from her sister, Tamira? Arrested in development. Tamira ain't got that to do. Tia's everywhere. She's doing the most out here. Tamira's like, I love my sister, but what I can't do is be in that roller coaster with her. She got too much going on. If she wants to restore, rekindle, fix her life, get it back on track, she needs to hit me up for real. 8445 wisdom. And anybody else dealing with some stuff that they're just really struggling with. 8445 wisdom. You can text me. You can get coached by me 45 minutes for $75 and I will take care of you. But I'm telling you now that it's not going to be easy because self-loving is the hardest thing to practice. It takes a lot of work and dedication, and it takes a lot of commitment to you. Oftentimes we don't commit to it. We want to commit and go on down the aisle and commit to being a great mother and a great this and a great that, but we sacrifice self. See, we sacrifice self. Tia is the greatest example right now because we see her on this roller coaster going on. We see she's not solid. She's losing everything. She lost a man that really cared about her. And she's now in a shambles, right? She needs to stop the shenanigans. Put the Playgirl bunny ears and take them off. Stop all the dating, speed dating, or whatever kind of dating you're calling yourself doing. Stop it. Let your girls know, listen, I love all of you. But right now, I got to get busy on taking care of me. Because I'm not going to be good even if I do start dating someone. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to get in a healthy relationship. Because you haven't done that autopsy, I keep telling you. That autopsy has to get done. You have to, it is critical at this point. You have to go through there and you have to literally go through. Where did I mess this up? It's okay. Autopsy, I'm glad you asked. I told Tia Mowry that she needs to go back to her old relationship that she just left, her marriage, because she's newly divorced. I don't know how new it is, but she got divorced from her husband. And I am explaining to Miss Tia to please do a autopsy on your marriage that you lost, that you left. It's vitally important. It's important. We all should do autopsies on love affairs that ended. It's important. Because if we don't, we end up making the same mistake again and the same mistake again and the same Same man, different name. Same man, different birthday. We do this all the time. So we need to do autopsies on our love affairs. It's so important. If we don't, we're just in a shambles. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I went way past time. I should have been done in 15 minutes, but you know, I got going. But anyway, subscribe to my channel. Get a hold to me if you're struggling with love, trying to reset your life. You need to learn about getting more self-love. It's important. Get a hold to me. I want you to call me, 8445-WISDOM. It's your coach, Carla Nicole. I'm signing off, guys. Thanks for joining. Best kept.